Hello, welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and I'm so happy that you are all here joining us tonight. Tonight is all about helping build your skills, keep things keen. The format for tonight is that you will communicate with me through chat. It helps that way, especially when I am editing the video back. It is a lot easier for that not to have the interruption of the audio during play. If you can only imagine, the editing of the videos after and then uploading to YouTube is probably the hardest part. The easy part is getting on here on Zoom and doing all this with you. But anyway, so um, chat is going to be your way to communicate. This is all about working together. Yes, I am doing the instruction and I am navigating everything, but I do like to make this interactive as much as possible. So there are times where I may be torn between something and I'll ask for you guys to vote on it to say, hey, which way would you want to go? I think it's a lot of fun to involve you guys in that process. But if during the night I make a move or I say I'm doing something and you're not sure why, feel free to put it in chat. Why did you do that? What do you mean by that? Can you explain a little bit more? I am more than happy to stop and discuss that with you because after all, this is what this is all about. We don't want you to just go through something and be, well, God, I don't know why she did that. I do try to explain as much as possible, but certainly I do miss things. So that's why that's important. Now I am going to be playing on ilovemahj.com, so I'm going to head over there. Welcome everybody who's just joining in on YouTube. It's always a pleasure to have everybody here on Wednesday nights. And I say this every Wednesday night. This is my favorite part of the whole week is meeting with you guys on I Love Mahj and playing these against these lovely bot friends of mine. Okay, here's the game Launchpad at I Love Mahj. I always do a little briefing about I Love Mahj. This is where I play and do all my live streams on Wednesday nights. It is a very intuitive site, lots of fun. You can play against bots. You could schedule a time to play with your friends here and also the exercise room. This is the most important part of this site when you're a new player and you're learning the card, because learning the card is one of the most important parts of this. Yes, you do need a 2025 National Mahjong League card to play this game, unlike other versions of Mahjong in Asia that, well, they play it here in America too, but mostly in Asia, they don't use a card. So this is a very, very different game, but this is a great place to hang out. I always have the video link to sign up for I Love Mahj, getting an extra week for free under my affiliate. So you could look for that in the replay on YouTube, or if you're watching right now and you're not watching the replay back, you can just simply email me and say, hey, please send me the link to the I Love Mahj so I can get that extra week for free. My email is always in my video uploads as well, but if you're watching right now, you can reach me at debbie@mahjcon.com. That's MAHJ, Mahj for short, CON, like conference.com, or mahjongteacher1 at gmail.com, and that's mahjong with one G. mahjongteacher1 at gmail.com. Either place you can reach me. All right, I'm going to be playing four-player Mahjong. I Love Mahj also has the Siamese game, and I am going to be playing the four-player against the bots. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm actually going to use advanced bots. Last week was a tough week for me. I think I had one Mahjong, but that's the way Mahjong is. Some weeks you win, some weeks you don't. Sometimes you have lots of jokers, sometimes you never see any. But I do tell you each and every time, it's not always about winning. If you had a great hand and you were very close to Mahjong, you know you played the tiles well. That's very important. You're only going to win 25% of the time each game because one in four people is going to win. There can't be more than one winner. So just understand that. But again, it's all about how well you end up. And yeah, that can be frustrating. Oh my God, I was one away from Mahjong, one away from Mahjong, right? We've all been through that before, right, Phyllis? And and we have those frustrating times, but we have to understand that that's the way the game plays. And welcome, Mary. I see that you're new 5 years. Beautiful. New to here tonight and playing for 5 years. Super. Well, we love having all level players here tonight for sure, because like I said, I do love to have help. There are times when I need some assistance. Oh my God. Of course, when I'm playing on my own, I make my own decisions, but it's nice to have you guys help me. Okay. If you're coming in the very first time using the site, make sure you have the 2025 card checked, please. For the purpose of tonight, I keep the timer off, but the timer is nice because it does help you gauge how long it takes to make decisions about whether or not you're going to call a discard. Person, we just look at the discard and we have to make quick decisions and react. If you were to choose 10 and you need more time, there is a pause button so you don't get stuck where you're going to lose the discard. But for tonight's purpose, I leave it off because we talk through a lot of the stuff and I don't really want to have to pay attention and pause that timer. All right, we're going to go ahead and start here.
First Charleston.
And I am going to sort by suit, which is the way I teach my students to do. It's just a nice way to clean things up. I like to sort by suit rather than rank of the tiles. It just gives me a nice overview to start with. Nothing stays this way very long, but from this point, I normally put my winds and dragons to the right just because that's how I set them up. I'm very used to doing that. Maybe it's because the Winds and Dragons have their own category on the right side of the card. I don't know. But I've been just doing that for as long as I can remember. So I want to start looking at multiples in my hand. And I just think it is the best way to start out with your hand. Instead of starting and being like, I'm going to discard this and discard this, looking at multiples really helps us with a direction. You've all seen where sometimes I have a multiple and I keep that and we work off of that. And then all of a sudden, a few Charleston moves later, that multiple isn't even playing a part in my hand. So that happens. And if it happens, it happens, not a big deal. But I have a pair of three BAMs and a pair of six dots currently. Okay. I like that. I love having multiples. So what would I do with a pair of three dots and six dots? Well, since those fit very nicely into the 369 category, I can definitely take a look at whether I have other 369 tiles. And I do. So that would be a nice option. Now, I am very well aware after teaching hundreds and hundreds, I should say thousands and thousands of students, that beginners tend to focus on the consecutive run quite a bit. They start feeling very comfortable collecting all tiles of the same suit, hope that something will work out. Once in a while, you'll get lucky and you'll mahjong by doing just that. But that does narrow your potential to mahjong. You want to read the entire card. So I do look at other categories first, and then I circle back to the consecutive run after. So in this particular case, I may keep this 4 BAM if I can, because I see the potential of 3, 4, 5 dot, 6 dot coming into play here. So if you can keep something that's going to work out in a run, you add it back to the whole mix after. I'm going to leave it right down here. Okay, now that leaves me 4 tiles right now that I'm pretty comfortable getting rid of. Or maybe I'll keep the 4 because I do have some really nice evens as well. The 6 dots, the 6 bam, the 4 bam, the 4 dot. Maybe I'll keep that 4 dot to give me even a broader opportunity. Okay, so what are we doing at this point of the game? We're collecting tiles in categories. We're not necessarily focusing on one hand unless you were dealt in an amazing set of tiles. And excuse me, and sometimes that happens, and people even get heavenly hands, which is after you've dealt your tiles in, picked your tiles in, you actually have a mahjong, or you could have one at the end of the Charleston. So sometimes the tiles lead us to one hand, but in most cases, we're collecting category tiles. So 3, 6, 9 is a possibility that I see. A little bit of 2, 4, 6, 8. It could even be like numbers and a tiny bit of consecutive run. We've got lots of good things going on. The more, golly, why does this happen only when I'm on Zoom? Ugh. The more that we can keep an eye on, the more opportunities we have. Now, the 8 is 2, 4, 6, 8 as well. Obviously, I can't keep everything. So I'm going to have to get rid of something. So I can't keep it all, but I'll just keep that, the 2 4s there right now. So we'll see what happens. All right, now I got a 3 crack and a 6 crack. And I have all of these tiles right here toward 3, 6, 9. Very, very pretty, I might say. I'm really happy with this. You know, I even have like numbers with 6s because that's the number I have the most with. So we're looking at any like numbers category with 6s or the 3, 6, 9 category. I'm very happy with that. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and pass these tiles here. And I'm just really, I'm pickled, you know, I'm tickled pink that I said pickled tink, I think, but I'm really am very happy with these tiles that I'm collecting. There is so much flexibility and so much that we could do with this. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these. I got a 9. Okay, now we're at that point where I'm going to be doing my first left right now, which is a blind pass option. So I am going to get rid of the 8 and I'm going to take a close look at the opportunities that I have under 3, 6, 9, which will help me decide what I want to pass. Do I want to do the blind pass at this point or not? So let's take a look and see what we have. I'm not going to keep the red, more than likely I'm not. I'm just going to put it up there for right now. So sitting right here, let me move this up here. Sitting right here, 3, 6, 6, 9. That would be line number 1, and I call the left side A, the right side B. 3, 6, 9 category, line 1A, right there. 3, 6, 6, 9, 2 suits. Okay, moving down to the next line, I have flower plus 6 plus 9. They just show it as a math equation there, math hand. It's really just a pung of 3s, a pung of 6s, and a pung of 9s. Last year, that's how it was, but this year they added those pluses. And there's that line 2B sitting right there. Not bad. Really nice. Okay. I'm not going to consider line 3 because I never saw anything other but one dragon throughout. So that to me is probably one of the weaker ones, and I would need to use only the like numbers of 3s, 6s, or 9s. I think I'm better off not going with that hand. All right, line number 4 has single 3, 6, 9 in the middle of 3s and 9s in another suit. And I have 1, 3, and 9 of the same suit. And that's the one suit that I do have the 3 tiles in that could be my single. So that leaves me vulnerable a bit with that single tile because I do not have. So I would have liked it to be like this and having 9 BAMs or 3 dots, but I don't. So it is the way it is, right? It just says to me that the other hands are a little bit stronger. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, and we were keeping 3, 6, 6, 9. So right now, if I don't go any further down the line, there's one more hand other than the bottom concealed hand, which I could also think about if I keep this. Okay, so we'll keep this for a second. The second from the last, the pairs of 3, 6s, and 9s. I'm closest to the cracks with that, 3, 6, 9 cracks. And then it's like Kongs. I don't have like Kongs if I use 3, 6, 9. So I'm a little further away from that hand. So that's not my favorite choice either. But the bottom concealed hand actually might be pretty good if I keep this red and I get a soap to match the 6 and I get a green. I could be playing that hand. So what are my right now under category 3, 6, 9? Line 1A. Oh, by the way, it could be line 1A or B. Matter of fact, line 1B is even closer than line 1A right there. Right there, 3, 6, 6, 9. So line 1A or B. Line 2B would be the better option. And then the bottom concealed hand. That leaves me with these tiles here to pass. Yeah, I could do a blind pass if I want to, but I do want to maximize what I get in. And I'm really happy with these 3 choices of hands that I could be playing. What about, line 1B, not A. Oh, Phyllis, thank you. Yeah, yeah, great minds think alike, Phyllis. So yes, so yeah, it took me a minute to see that, but yeah. So 1A, 1B, and also 2B look like the best possibilities right now. So let's go ahead and pass and see what we get in. All right, I'm going to continue the Charleston because I don't stop it unless I'm in a situation where I absolutely have no tiles to pass. And I see Robin says with the bottom concealed. Very good. Yep. So and if you want, you could wait till I'm completely through going through my suggestions and then put it in there if you want. That way, when I look, like right now, I looked at Phyllis's, I'm looking at Robin's, and you guys have both suggested hands that I did see. It took a few seconds after that to see that line 1B, but it was obvious there, right? But I have 3 tiles to pass, so 100% I want the opportunity to look at 12, up to 12 more tiles in the second Charleston. You do yourself a total injustice if you don't. So I'm going to continue here.
Second Charleston.
And without having to think too much, I can just get those out. Now I got a 9 in. I mean, we certainly had a little bit of like numbers there too, but we're going to kind of forget about that, right? So I have to pass 3 across, and these would be my option right now. And then I got another 6 in, so that's pretty darn nice. So the 3, 6, 6, 9, line 1B is really, really pretty. Really pretty. I mean, we've got so many great options here. It's unbelievable. Line 2 just got a little stronger. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Very nice. Now, line 1 is an easier hand because there are no pairs. And certainly if we have to go with that, we will go with that. Let's see if anything else developed for me to consider keeping the 3 or 6 for any reason. No, I don't think so. I think we're good, and maybe you never know. I might get in another tile. So I'm going to do 2 here. I mean, I could keep the 6 for 3, 6, 6, 9. I could for sure, but I already have it one way with more tiles. So we're going to go here, and we'll see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, I'm going to do 2. And then the game begins. And now that we have done the hardest part, which is figure out and organize what we're going to be doing, that's, oh, my husband said, so anyway, let me just back up. This is the hardest part. Now it's about luck and also making decisions as to which hand we're going to end up finally settling in on. My husband said singles and pairs hand. Yeah. He loves those singles and pairs, but I have that joker and I want to use my joker. So look what I got here. I got that and I got that now. So the bottom concealed hand is looking very pretty right there. But I'm going to start with the north and we're going to go from there. So let's see. Oh, concealed, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go with the north and we'll see what happens.
North. Soap.
Would have been nice in my hand.
7 crack. North. 8 bam.
And at this
Red.
point, since I'm pretty much keeping everything right now that I have, I don't have to hesitate. I can pretty much go quickly. And that's the beauty of this game, and especially in the beginning of the
South.
game. You want to get everything
3
out.
bam.
The fresher tiles, the better. Okay, now, if I was playing line number 1B, I could call that. So let's see how set my hand is. Okay, so for this hand, I've got, let's see how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 for the concealed. Harder hand, it's concealed. I can't expose. It also has a pair of flowers, okay? The other hand, three, six, six, 9, I can call the 3 right now for that hand. And I can call the 6, no, the 6 I don't need to call. I can call the 9 if I use a joker, but I'm shy here. So I'm a little bit right now, to me, this would be a little early, but let's look at line number 2 and see. Line 2 also has a pair, and I'd feel a lot better to have that pair in my hand to make that decision. So let me ask you guys, is there anybody that right now would call and grab a tile? So the top line, line number 2B, I don't need to worry about pairs. So who would risk that at this point? I would love to know who would risk that. Randy says no. My husband says no. Agnes says no. Okay, so I have an instructor that said no. I have my husband who learned from me. It says no. So I'm going to ignore this baby right now because I think it's too early to commit right now and lock myself into just one thing at this early stage with that. But keep in mind, if one more goes out, I'm going to probably have to call it. It's tough, but then I could keep my options open for line 1B, 2B, or the concealed hand. Hardest thing to do is to, you know, not call. Okay, so I got in a 3 dot. I do not think I need that for any reason, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And let me just make sure 3, 6, 6, 9. Nope.
3 dot. 4 dot. 6 dot.
Okay, now we have a 6 dot. Now the 6 dot is a pung for line 1, but it's a kong for line 2. Ooh, I'm telling you, Wednesday night skill building is definitely a challenge. Let's see. Robin says, nope, there's another one anyway. And okay, so we had, yep. Okay, but this is another challenging situation. You know, sometimes I use my rule of 4. If you got 4, you might as well call it. But where can I use that? I can only use it in line number 2. I'm gonna definitely be committed to line number 2, you guys. So what do you think? What do you think? What's going to happen here? Do I call it or do I hold out for that beautiful bottom concealed hand? I mean, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. What do you think? If I keep my bottom concealed hand open, I can still keep line 1B open. Let's see what Robin said. Robin says, you only have one joker. I would still go. I still like the concealed hand. I agree. I agree. 100%. So I'm going to just ignore this. Ooh,
3
hard.
crack.
Hard to do it. I know
5
exactly what the
bam.
beginners
1
feel
dot.
like when they're
West.
they would call that 6 dot. They would have called the 3 bam, but
1
those are things
crack.
that come with experience. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Look at that. How could we not go for that? I need a soap or a flower to be set for Maj. Pretty. I think I'm going to do it. Isn't that great? Now, 3 plus 6 equals 9 is still a possibility, isn't it? So I can still keep line number 2B open if I wanted to, although I know that that joker has to cover that 6 dot. So here we go.
9 dot. East. 3 crack. 3 bam.
Well, we already said we're going to stick with our concealed hand, so that's the 4th one.
East. 5 dot. 4 crack. East.
Wrong color. Wrong color dragon. Oh well. Okay, so now I do want to start paying a little bit of attention to what's on the board here. I think I'll keep that 6 for a little bit more. There's only one out. That still leaves me a possibility of line 1B, although I'm hoping that all the soaps don't go out and die on us, but the green is what I'm going to choose right now.
Green. 5 crack. Red. North.
Okay, going.
3 crack. 6 crack. 9 bam. 5 bam. 8 dot. 1 crack. 4 crack. 5 dot.
Another green. 2 reds, 2 greens. Okay. We don't need that.
Green. 8 dot. 4 bam. 7 crack. 4 dot.
That went out
Soap.
pretty early on. Oh, second soap. I've got two more
East.
chances.
9 dot. 8 crack. Call. 2 bam.
All right, we have our first exposure here, Amistad with an 8 crack. And the Joker is available for exchange. Let's see who beats me to it.
5 bam. 3 dot.
All righty. Now I need a soap for Mah Jongg. Very pretty.
6 bam. 7 bam. 7 crack. 1 dot.
And what's really nice about this, couple of things. Nobody knows what I have in my hand. We have because it's concealed, no exposures. So nobody knows, except I do know that these bots have the ability to count tiles. Oh, yikers.
3 crack. 1 crack. 5 bam. 4 crack. 4 crack. 6 crack. 6 crack. 4 dot.
There's that 6 p.m. I would have liked a lot earlier.
6 bam. Red. 5 dot. 7 bam.
8.2 are out. Okay, I start paying
8
more
dot.
attention.
4
We're
bam.
now at 35 tiles left, so I like to think of the game in thirds because after the deal, there's 99 tiles. Split that into 33, 33, 33, and we're now entering the middle of the end game, and that's when I do start paying a lot more attention to things. So I will be doing that certainly.
4 bam. 3 dot.
Now, I do not need that Joker, so there is no reason for me to grab the Joker. Now, whether or not these bots are smart enough to know that I'm waiting on, well, hopefully they're not counting tiles, but I'm not going to take the Joker. There's really no reason for me to at this point.
8 crack. 7 dot. 9 bam. Call. 5 dot.
All right, we've got 9 BMs up. Again, now there's one out already. I would have taken it if not, just to take a Joker that someone else couldn't get. If there was still two available, I would grab one right now. But again, I don't need it, so I'm just gonna get it out.
9 bam. South. Green. 7 crack.
Interesting that there are no more soaps coming out, right? Okay, 1-5 crack went out, and that is it. That could be a needed tile, but I do want to win, so I'm going to get it out, even if it's a mahjong.
5 crack. 5 crack.
Follow the
9
leader is
crack.
what they did.
8 bam. Mah Jongg.
Wow. Annie. Good job, Annie. My favorite hand. 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4. Very nicely done. Okay, one soap here held by Kurt. Interesting. Oh, he needed it. Ones and nines. Line 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Wow. And we'll look to see where that other soap was, by the way. And then Amistad consecutive run line 3. Really, really struggling. 6, 7, 8. Line 3. Line 3 consecutive run. Yeah. He was kind of struggling there. So let's look and see where that soap is. Oh, God. Right there. Okay. All right. Do I want to win? Of course I want to win. Am I unhappy with the decisions I made and how my hand developed? Not at all. That's why I say to you guys, if this is how you end up, please feel free, give yourself a pat on the back, feel good about your decision, and just know that there can only be one winner. Unfortunately, it would be nice if there could be a tie, but there can't be. All right, let's start our next game.
First,
And welcome
Charleston.
everybody that's joined in on YouTube since I did my little introduction here. All right, here we go. We're going to look at our tiles. I have no multiples at all. When I have no multiples, I separate my tiles into evens and odds to start with. That helps me with a direction, a category. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is very nice. Like numbers with fours is a possibility. I don't like to throw away, discard. Hello, Debbie, get your words out. I don't like to pass my dragons if I can keep them. If I have to pass them, I will, but especially the soap because it has a dual role. It's a 0 and it's a dragon. So right now with this, I like all these tiles and I do take a look. Is there something that I could keep for a run to fill in there? But nothing really. I mean, the 3, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, but not enough to break anything else up right now. I want to keep all of my 2, 4, 6, 8 tiles. So I'm going to pass this and see what happens. Okay, I got a 2 and a 2. And now we have, by the way, I have tried that second singles and pairs hand so many times, and it never has come in. That hand to me. Oh no, I made it once. That is not an easy hand. Well, I know I'm going to get rid of the south. Now I have to look at my 2, 4, 6, 8 and look at my options. Line 1 is right here, 2, 4, 6, 8, with no gaps in it at all. So that's a good possibility. Line number 2, A or B. I don't have multiples of anything else right now, so it's kind of a little bit weak right there. If I had to, I would keep, if I had a 3 suits that went with the 2s, but I don't right now. The right side 2s with 6s and 8s and 3 suits, I don't. Not good. Line 3 could happen if I get greens. Line 4, my favorite hand, could certainly happen right there. That would come out right there. My favorite hand. Line 5 could happen. Flower 2, 4, 6, 8. Line number 6. It could happen. That's also a challenging hand, I have to say. So it wouldn't be my first preference. But while I'm keeping an eye on line 5, my 2, 4, 6, 8, I could also keep an eye on the bottom concealed hand for sure. So I'm going to choose this one. And did we say that the 2 dot? The only reason that would be really helpful is if I got rid of something else. Maybe I don't need the soap. My thinking is this could turn into a 2025 section hand, but probably unlikely. But I think this is what I'm gonna do right now. All right. I don't want to pass that soap, but all right. Now we got in a 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so let's see now. 2, 4, 6, 8 with my 4s, 2, 4, 6, 8 with 6s. So my favorite hand, if I do keep my 4s and my 6s, gives me that potential. So I think I'm gonna do this. Let's see if there's other things. I mean, there's little bits of stuff, but maybe this will help me see a direction. You know, I'd love to do the 2 as well, but let's see what comes in on a blind pass. This is a blind pass option here. Nothing. Now, I do have to continue for sure. No doubt about it. I don't have just one hand picked out. So I am going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And I'm going to choose to break that pair up. And I'm like kind of looking at line 4 right now. Line 4 or the bottom concealed hand would be nice, but I need the 2. So I think my better option is a hand that I can call everything on. So I'm going to do my 2. So there's an example right then and there of a pair. So now that I ended up breaking up, right? So there's my line 5, a 4, right there. It got a little stronger with my 6s. So now I'm going to dump the 4. And I think I'm going to do this and keep the red. I know I got rid of the soap earlier, but I don't know. I think I'm going to do this. I was looking at like numbers with 6s. So I don't know, just a possibility, another
Courtesy
possibility.
pass.
Oh man, I got that 6. Look at that. If I had that 2, then that bottom concealed hand is pretty. Okay, I'm going to do 2 tiles. Maybe I'll get that 4 back. That would be cool. That gives me even more flexibility. All right, so we're going to do 2.
9 bam.
And I got it back. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8 without the flower and the pungs of 6s. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right,
So,
let's see what happens here. These guys are
4
pretty
crack.
fierce, so I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do here. Okay, now that we have an opportunity to talk about getting out fresh tiles, I don't repeat tiles early on. I wait and repeat them when I've run out of fresh tiles. My fresh tile strategy has it's proven with me teaching, proven with my own game playing to be an extremely beneficial strategy. Okay. The earlier you get out tiles that are not on the table, the harder you make it for your opponents to make mahjong. That is my simplest way of explaining it to you guys. There's plenty of time to double up on tiles and make it even worse for your opponents, but you got to get the freshest ones out first. So that's what I do.
8 crack. 1 dot. 2 bam.
Now, obviously, I can't call or do anything with that at this point. I'm not
9 dot.
going for that hand. Interesting. Okay, so now either one of these can go out. Either one.
4 crack. 1 dot. Flower.
Okay, I can't call it. I don't have
3
4,
dot.
or 3 rather. And I did pass a green. So I think I passed a green. Why am I questioning? I know I got rid of I passed the soap. But anyway, I'm not going to keep this. Well, like numbers is really pretty too. Hold on. Maybe I will keep it. Like numbers with 6s is really pretty. I mean, I'm just saying. It's pretty. I think I'm going to keep it for a little bit. What the heck? I could do it. Why not?
2 bam. 3 bam. East. 5 crack.
Okay. Oh boy. Now I got to make a decision. Okay, let's play around with this. Let's look at the hand that I love, 2, 4, 6, 8. And I really would want to get another flower here to call the flower. I just don't like putting up flowers with jokers. If I have to, I will. And I've had a situation where I've had everything but one tile, and I've had to put up two jokers with the flowers. I will do it if it's going to make my hand, okay? But if I can avoid it. So this is what I have right now. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 tiles there. And I could use jokers. I got my singles. We're good. Let's look at the bottom concealed hand. 2, 4, 6, 8 with sixes. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 there as well. Oh, 11. Right, did I consider that before? I did, yeah. 11 for the bottom concealed, but it's a harder hand because I have to get that 8 and pick everything in without calling it. All right, let's look at the like numbers. I have a pair to worry about. I have a pair to worry about. So what can I, if I wanted to keep, let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, the bottom concealed hand has the most tiles, but it's concealed and I have to worry about a pair. There's 2 strikes against that hand for me taking that hand over another. If I want to keep track of any like numbers right now, and I also want to keep track of my favorite hand, I can get rid of the 2 bam, and still be able to keep track of line number 4 and the bottom conceal. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess you guys up. Line number 4 and any like numbers. I'm saying line number 1 with any like numbers, but sometimes things change with that depending, but it's probably going to be line number 1 in this situation. So I'm going to just discount the bottom concealed hand. I have other options and I just don't want to block myself into that right now. So we're going to do that. Oh, I just want to keep it all.
2 bam. Red. Green. 8 crack. 3 dot. 1 bam. 3 crack. East. 4 crack. 5 crack. 8 crack. 6 dot.
Okay, now I could call that tile right now with a joker, or I could hold on. And I'm talking about now line 4 for 2, 4, 6, 8. There's still 2 more in the wall. So I could definitely hold on to it, hold on and wait one more time. It's early, and if one more goes out, I'll probably grab it. So let's hold up.
5 dot. 7 bam. 7 bam. 1 bam. 9 dot.
Nice
2
when you know
crack.
that you just got to get all your discards out, right?
5 bam. 4 dot.
Wow, that would have given me all the pairs, wouldn't it? I'm not going to even talk about it, all right? Oh my God, that would have been so pretty. Woulda, coulda,
8 bam.
shoulda.
4 dot. 1 bam. 7 dot. 5 bam. 6 crack.
All righty. I think I'm ready to commit because I can put it up without a joker. Well, I'm kind of feeling like I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna call that for line 4. That will be the one of the pungs. I'm doing it.
Call.
I've made my decision. And now I have, hopefully, we'll get either a flower or a joker or a 6 dot, something in my hand. And now I am committed. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. A green and a red are out. No 6 BMs are out. That tells me that's got to go first. That's just the way I do it. All right, here we go.
6 bam. 9 dot. 7 bam. 1 dot. West. 7 dot. West. 5 bam. 1 crack. 3 bam. Call. 5 bam.
Okay, we have a pung of 3 BMs up.
North. Call. 8 crack.
Aha. I was wondering who was collecting those north and souths. Annie. Uh-huh.
Red.
And I believe there is a north available for Joker Exchange. Yes, there is. Oh my God, I would have had that. I would have made that hand already.
4 bam. 7
Oh,
dot.
well.
9 crack. 4 crack. 3 dot. 8 bam. 9 crack. East.
Wow, that's a nice safe tile. Not that any tile this year, very unusual card in the history of National Mahjong. Every single tile. I don't know every year, but I do know that many, many years I've not experienced this. So if there was one way before when I started playing, there might be. But this year, every tile can be hot to the very last tile. But better chance that this one isn't. Possibly like if they're playing 3-6-9, fourth line down, my 6 crack could be a hot tile. So anyway, I'll get out the green.
Green. 8 bam. 9 crack. Green.
The 3-6-9 is right there.
3 crack. Green. Joker swap. 7 crack. 5 dot.
Nice.
4 bam.
Oh, I should have done the
Red.
red. Actually, it doesn't matter now. They're all
1 dot.
going out.
9 bam.
All righty. Now I'm pretty happy because I can call the flower, which I hate to do that with the jokers, but I will if I have to.
Red. 5 crack. 5 dot. 6 bam. West. 3 crack. Mah Jongg.
Oh my, again. Oh, Annie, what are you doing? Wow, north-south with nines. Line number 5, Winds and Dragons. Very pretty with 3 jokers there. And Amistad 2468, line number 5. He was coming in very, very pretty too. So he and I were in about exactly the same spot, 2 away from Mahjong. And then Kurt was playing consecutive run line 2, far, far away, 5 tiles away from Mahjong for him. Again, do I want to make the Mahjong? Yes, I do, but I'm very happy with the way the hand turned out. Okay, so let's start again.
First Charleston.
Ooh, no jokers. Woohoo! Let's see, singles and pairs. Let's see what we can come up with there. 3-6-9. That's all we have right there for 3-6-9. Sad. Very sad. Don't know what we're going to do with that. So I've got pair of 3s, pair of 6s, and a pair of 8s. Lots of good things could happen in these with these tiles, but the big thing is going to be what in the world can I get rid of? Wow. I mean, I see 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. What else can we do? 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna keep the north and the south. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. I always think in my head two suit runs, potentials, and I don't want to pass a north and a south together. I don't want to pass the green really either. Maybe a run will happen there. I really have right now either singles and pairs with 3, 6, 9s, maybe. I don't know. Could be 2, 4, 6, 8. No, because those are singles with the dragons. So I'm thinking that maybe these two might be my best bet. You see something better, let me know. I don't know if the nine is really important. Is there something else that may be more important than the nine? Less important rather, to keep that, or more important, I should say, not less. I don't know. I mean, I think not. Let's see what happens. Okay. Ooh, not pretty. Now 3, 6, 9 is kind of coming out at me. Uh, 6, 7, 8 mixed suit run. 6, 7, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8. God, I really would like that 3, 6, 9 singles and pairs hand to happen. It's a possibility, but I am going to have to start really making some decisions. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll keep that open. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. It's a struggle. All right, so 5, 5, 6. This could become 1, 3, 5 with the greens. 5 bam, 6 bam, 7 dot, 8 dot could happen. Is this green going to be important right now? I could do a blind pass if I want to wait. I do need it for 1, 3, 5 if I get 1, 3, 5. Let me do a blind pass. Let's see, what was I holding the 9 crack for? What was I holding the 9 crack? Oh, for just the 3, 6, 9 category. Okay. All right, let's do a blind pass. No. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. God. Geez. Geez, do I just collect these BAMs, which I hate to do? Because I've got 3, 4, 5 with the matching dragon. I've got all that, but now I've got 3. Oh, I should have broken that 8 up. I just messed myself up, but I think the 1's going to have to go. Even though 1, 3, 5, 7, no, because 1, 3, 5 with the green is a really nice option. 3, 4, 5, 6. What about the 9? A 9, 9, and an 8. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, hold on. 3, 6. 3, 6, 9 is not in the cards. I'm just saying it doesn't look like it's in the cards. Singles and pairs. I would like 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. The line 1 singles and pairs would have been nice, but I have not seen any other than the north and south I got rid of. Shoot, who knew that was going to come in so nice? Wow. That's really
Second Charleston.
would have been pretty. Okay, we'll keep that. And I don't like passing my 2 8s out, but I have no choice. I don't want to get rid of anything here. And we'll talk about all the potentials that we have, like crazy. Okay, well, I know I can do the east. So what do we have right now? We have 1, 3, 5 with the greens. Now I'm actually seeing the hands within categories. because you have to, because I've run out of all other options for discards. That's one. And then I have 3, 4, 5 with the dragons, with the greens. That's consecutive. So, all right, 1, 3, 5 with the greens is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 3A. 3, 4, 5 with the greens is consecutive run, line 5, but I'm going to need flowers. I could get them. And it could also be done 4, 5, 6 with the dragons. Also, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, Pung Kong, line 2A. So I've got line, oh, and I also could, if I get twos, be in consecutive run line 1. But right here, without the gaps, I've got line 2, line number 5 has the gap, no flowers, but line number 3 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 3A is also a possibility. We'll see. I'm going to do 1. I don't want to get rid of anything here.
Courtesy pass.
And I'm going to do 1. But if I were playing in person, my friends would not give me 1 tile because they would be like, I don't want to give you 1 more good tile towards your hand. No, thank you. But the computer says, okay.
7 dot.
Now we just see
9
what
crack.
comes in. While I have 1 discard to get rid of until something comes in to fill in what we're keeping an eye on, I don't worry much about it. I'll just get out the freshest tiles that I possibly can. I love to do the ones that I got back in the last, in the optional. Or if they didn't do an optional, the last right, because sometimes people break up their hand and they had to give a tile away. So that's just a good idea. It's more of a priority.
4 dot.
If
So
it makes any sense.
3 dot. 7 crack.
Okay, now it doesn't matter as long as I get freshes out first.
4 crack. 6 crack. Call. 8 dot. 6 bam.
Very interesting. I can't call that. The only one I could call that for would be 4, 5, 6 with the matching dragons consecutive run line 5, and that would be very silly at this point to lock me in. Otherwise, for 3, 4, 5, 6, Pung Kong, it's a Kong and I can't call it. You know what I wish was still here? Last year's hand, the run in singles and pairs with the matching dragons, right? Or was it without the dragons last year? I can't remember. They all the different years run into each other. They just do.
6 dot. 5 crack. 8 dot. 6 dot.
Interesting. That's going to be kind of silly, but I don't know. Hold it
2 dot.
for just a
9
little bit.
bam. 1 crack. 5 bam.
Wow. Same thing for 4, 5, 6, 7. That's in the Kong. Not for 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry. That would be a Pung. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pung Kong. That would be a Pung. Wow. No jokers. It's just hard for me to commit right now to that. And darn, I'm going to need some jokers, aren't I? I am. Now, should I crazily try to get those northeast, west, and south? I gave up a north and a south. Could be a possibility. I'm going to get rid of the 7s.
7 bam. 5 dot. 9 crack. Green.
Both the hands, line 5, consecutive run, and line 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, both use a Pung, but man, I just can't lock in yet. It's just silly. Oh, I got a south. How crazy would it be if I tried to go for that northeast, that line 1 singles and pairs? If I kept an eye on 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do it. I could actually try that. Keep the greens in case I get flowers. Get about the 135 with the greens right now. Let's see if we could do something crazy. Look, this is your decision. You know, there might be a ton of people playing the same tiles and we're never going to see it exactly the same way. But I think I want to try it. I feel like, what the heck? I have nothing to lose, right? So I'm going to try it.
1 bam, flower. 4 crack. 5 dot.
Uh, oh, 4 dot. That went out early too. So, okay, we'll do the 4 dot.
4 dot. 5 bam.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean, if I call that, I'm locking myself in right now to either line 2A or line 5. And that would have to be the pung position. So it would be 4, 5, 6 with the green. And one went out already. All right, what would you guys do here? Would you just wait and hope and see? Maybe we'll get that singles and pairs hand in. What would you do? I'm looking for some of my experts to tell me what they would do if they were sitting. What would you guys do? I'm watching. YouTube watchers, YouTube viewers, you have anything to suggest here? I either have to lock into line number 2A, consecutive run, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope I get lucky and get some jokers. There is already a 6 that's out, which means I need at least one joker for this one already. I need another good pick to call the 3 bam. You guys are being awfully quiet. I don't see anybody answering. Are you doing? Sometimes you guys do that to me. You're like, oh no. Oh no. I'm not going to tell her. She's got to make her own decision. Nobody wants to be responsible, right? How about my husband? How about my hubby? My hubby. I haven't heard from him either. Oh, Phyllis, what would you do? Who else is on? Agnes, what would you do? Robin, what would you do? Come on, I'm talking to my longtime players right now. Randy said to call it for Pung Kwong Pung Kwong. Really? Agnes says give it a try. For which one, Agnes? The Pung Kwong or hold out for the singles and pairs hand? I'm not sure which one I'm giving it a try. Hold out. Yeah, I kind of feel in the same way that I want to just hold out. Randy says no to singles and pairs. Oh boy. I gave up one of those north and south, but which very well means that they could be playing north and south. Many tiles left. Okay, so many tiles left, I do know, Mary, but what does that mean? Many tiles left, call it. Many tiles left, hold out. This is the second 5 going out. What would you have to say about that? Many tiles hold out? Hold out, she said. I'm going to ignore it. Randy's not going to be happy.
2 bam. 7 dot. 8 dot. 3 dot. 7 dot. 8 bam.
I'm having some tough nights
3 crack.
past couple
9
weeks.
crack. Flower. East. Call. 3 dot.
Oh, not going to worry about that guy.
9 crack. Joker swap. 4 crack. 3 crack. 9 dot. 4 dot. 8 bam.
Well, I'm certainly going to discard it now because if I hold it any longer than I need to, it could be Mah Jongg. So I'd rather Amistad show what he's doing right now than not. And if he has Mah Jongg, 56 tiles left halfway through the game, man, that's pretty darn good. So let's see.
West, call, 9
All
dot.
right, no jokers either.
Red,
Well, somebody did a joker exchange. I think it was it over here or over here.
9 dot.
Oh, all righty. That's not out, so I got to get that out. No, there's one out in the first
5 crack.
line.
Mah Jongg.
Ah, oh my God. And I didn't give him, if I gave him Mah Jongg with that 5 crack, it would have said right here. Oh no, I did give it to him. You lost 10 points. Wow. I thought it was down here. I'm like, no, I didn't give it to him. 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the jokers. 2 jokers here. 1 here. Only 1 more left in the wall. I don't even know. Look at the Norse here. I wouldn't have made that hand. 2 Norse here, 2. All right, it was fun trying. But my hand wasn't coming in no matter what. Actually, the Norse didn't go out. The Norse were passed in the Charleston. There were no Norse discarded, Dale. So okay. Bye, Agnes. Thanks for coming, hon. Let's start
First
again.
Charleston.
I got 1 joker. Yay. All right, so let's do our thing again with our pairs. 3s and 5s. And 1 joker. So with 1s and 3, we could do 1s, 3s, and 5s, odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then thinking of any kind of a run, 3, 4, crack, 5, 6, crack. So we could hold that 6. What else? What else could we do? So it looks like we're going to be maybe in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 possible run. Possible run. So I think this is a pretty pass right there. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't want to get rid of anything else right now, so I'm going to have to pass it. It's pretty. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 4, 5, 6 with the green. Ooh. We got a little bit of that. Wow. 1, 3, 3, 5. I think if I had to pass something, I would do this. If I get 1 cracks, I see 1 crack, 3 crack, 5 bam, 7 and 9 dots. The mixed suit, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 1B. So I think this is going to be it. All right, well, we've got little pieces of stuff. Oh, ooh. 1, 3. It's really pretty if I could get those cracks, 1 cracks. That's all I have right here for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Line 1B, mixed suit run. That is really pretty. This is a blind pass. Let's see if something comes in to give me direction. Hmm. Well, 5, 7, 7, 9 right there. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. That's pretty too. So now I am going to continue and I am going to keep my eye open on line 1B and line 2B because that just changed everything based on what I just pulled. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And I'm going to do that. Oh, this is a pretty pass too. 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. I gave those and I got them back, those 8s there. 1, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5. Okay, so we're going to just do these.
Courtesy pass.
Got those back again, so I guess I'll do 3.
Soap.
Darn, I was really hoping to get at least 1 crack. Bummer. Okay, well, I do know I got rid of that in the Charleston, but let's get rid of these that came out back first. And this one also. They all have to go out. So let's see, we'll do this.
1 dot. 6 dot. 7 crack.
I'll move that there since it went out.
4 dot.
Wrong one.
4 bam. Flower. 8 dot. Flower.
I just got to get some lucky picks here. Flower 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6 bam. Green. Green. 8 dot. North. 5 crack. East. 3 dot.
Darn, I'm getting all the wrong. Let's see, 5 crack, 3 bam is not out. 1 bam is not out. So those have to go. Okay. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Oh.
3 bam. 3 dot. 8 crack. 5 crack.
Oh, I'll take that.
1 bam. North. 7 dot.
Now that's a pun position for 5, 7, 7, 9. I'm not going to call it because to me this is a little too early because the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, well, it could be both, but I don't want to leave my 5 bams vulnerable. That's the Kong. I always get caught with that. So I'm going to hold out since there's 2 more 7 dots.
4 bam.
Well, everything is out on the table.
1 dot. East.
Now we double up. See, it's
5 dot.
early. We're still doubling up.
4 crack.
Not out. Gets out.
9 bam. Green. 5 bam.
That's what I'm saying right there. If I called that, now I can't call the 7 because I need another pick. So to lock myself in here is not going to be too smart. I can't call it. I mean, I'm not picking lucky. So it's not, one joker and then you're vulnerable. You just, you can't, if the next one goes out, I'll call it.
1
If
crack.
I have to do it, maybe. We'll see.
South. 9 crack. 4 crack. West. 1 dot. 8 bam. East. 3 crack.
Here we go again. If I call the 3, I still have to cover my 5 and my 7 dot. And oh my God, this is really challenging. Oh, why didn't I get that before? Well, it'll make it a little easier
5
next
crack.
time.
Red.
If I see them,
East.
if they're not at the very
9
end of the
crack.
wall.
6 dot. 9 bam. 8 crack. 9 crack.
All right.
6 dot. 2
Okay.
crack.
So we're in a very nice place right now for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And that 1 crack is definitely a concern. There's 1 out already. So let's see what comes in.
8 bam.
If I can call
1
something.
crack.
There's the second one out, and that means I have 1 more chance for that hand. That's why I kept 5, 7, 7, 9 as an option. That's why you have to keep an option open so you just don't go belly up. So let's see what happens. I can't call it right now. It's kind of sad, sad. Really.
West. 6 crack. 8 dot. 6 bam. 6 dot. 6 crack. Red. Green. 4 dot. 2 dot. Call. 4 crack.
Tonga twos up
4 bam.
there.
2 bam. 7 dot.
All right, I either grab that and hope that that other one crack doesn't go belly up, but if I call it, it's also a pung position for 5779, but then I got to discard something. So I am in a, oh yeah, see, I have to discard something. This is going to be the safer hand right here. Let's see, I've got 3, 6, 9. That'll make it 10. Or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness gracious. I need another vote. I mean, I wish I had one more discard, but no matter what, I have to pick one of the two hands. Line 1B or line 2B. Line 2B is the easier hand, but I'm one away from it. I kind of have to do that. So let's call it. We're going to call this for a pung, regardless. Whoops. Woohoo. Phyllis got nervous. She was like, don't hit ignore. Okay, so we're going to call this for a pung. Okay, so for the 5779, I can call the 9 dot. It's not out yet. I can call the 5 bam, and I need one more good pick for that. So it looks like, my friends, I have got to go with this one. You know, I can always do 1 3 crack. If I ended up getting jokers, I get the 1 crack or something, I can consider flipping out because that 7 is in both positions. I'll do the 3 crack first. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, that's really, really nuts. Okay, so let me pull this out here for a second. Oh no, I need that there. Sorry. I need that there. Okay.
3 crack. 9 bam. 1 dot. 4 bam.
Okay, don't need that.
3 bam. 5 dot. 6 bam. 7 crack. 6 crack. 5 dot. 8 bam. 8 bam.
Don't need that. And that is a hottie tile with 22 tiles left. That's pretty. Oh no, there's 2 up there. Never mind.
3 dot. 2 dot.
Thought it was really hot.
Flower. 3 dot. 2 bam. North. Call. 6 crack.
Kurt's playing those norths. Let's see. Is he playing north-south with the odds, or is he playing line 1? Let's see how many we've got. 1, 2 east. 1, 2, 3 east. Okay, I'm going to take a chance.
West. 4 crack. 2 crack. 4 dot.
13 tiles left. I would need some really, really lucky picks here. I'm going to go with start just doing my safe ones at this point.
3 crack. 8 dot. 2 crack. 6 bam.
Look at that. Now I get it. What a shame. What a shame. Let's see. 9 cracks. How many are out? 1, 2. Yeah, it's probably safe. Oh, look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. I could have called. I mean, it's the luck of the draw. That's the way it goes. So I'll just continue. There's only 8. I have 2 more picks. That's it. So
3 crack. 9 bam. 2 crack.
actually, 1 more pick, I believe.
7 dot.
Okay, let's do the Joker.
Joker. Joker. Joker. West.
Oh, I did have 2 picks left. Okay, everybody broke their hand up, but I'm going to do yeah, I guess the 9 makes the most sense. I don't know.
9 dot. Wall game.
All right, well, there's a wall game. Whoa, unbelievable. Annie broke her hand up with 2 Quince line 1. Yeah, I would love to be looking at Quince, but I mean, my jokers have been scarce tonight. Winds and Dragons line 5. Kurt broke up his hand and he was doing north south with 7s, man. And then Amistad 13579 line 6, and he broke up his hand too. With the opposite dragons, 135 with the opposite dragons. Oh my
Horse
God.
Charleston.
Wow. I am so blessed with a joker. All right, let's separate these babies into evens and odds. And I think I know the winner already just by looking at them. Let's see what happens here. Right there, 13579. Lots of odds. Maybe I'll hold this out to see if I get some north and south or news or something for the news hand under 13579. Could be a possibility. I have like numbers with 7s really looking pretty, and that means this is a pretty pass, but oh well. All right, now I have 1 more 9, and I have a 1. Geez. Well, I can get rid of, no, I was going to maybe keep 5779 with news. Maybe I don't want to get rid of that. Maybe we'll do the low ends numbers. I've got 5779 with news or without news here. I still like numbers with 7s got a little weaker when I got the 9s. So I think I'm going to give up on like numbers and I'll do this. Okay. Here's the north. We'll do this for that. And I got that. So that 5779 with news is looking really pretty. Obviously, I've got to continue. So we'll continue and
Second
we'll
Charleston.
do this. And I guess it doesn't matter much at this point. 5779. We could do this. Oh man, what a hand, what a hand. Let's see. All right.
Courtesy pass.
All right, we'll do 3. Let's maybe get 1 more tile in. Yay. No, no way, no way. Okay, so we'll go start getting these all came back. We'll get rid of these first. The red as well.
4 crack. 5 dot. 7 dot. 6 dot.
Okay, so I can definitely call. The east is a problem and the 5 bam at this point, so let's see what happens.
8 bam.
I can always switch
Green.
out to 5779 line 2B. I love that switcheroony thing there with those two hands. They're very pretty.
3 bam. 1 dot.
Okay, we can get rid of this.
9 bam. 1 bam. 2 bam. 3 crack.
Well, I need that as a backup.
6 bam.
I still
8
have
crack.
discards for 5779, which is certainly a great backup.
2 crack. 5 crack. Red. 9 dot. 3 crack. Red.
Okay, 3's not out, so that would be my priority.
3 bam. 5 crack. 7 dot. East.
They're out both already.
6 bam. South. 7 dot. 3 bam. 6 dot. 8 bam. Red. 8 crack.
Geez, it looks like the 5-7 pung kong is going to be the hand.
3 bam. 8
Because
crack.
with the other one, with the news hand, line 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I need a pair of 5s and I need a single, and the other one has none, and I can call everything now like this. Everything is set to call.
7 bam.
So we're going to do that. We're going to call a Kong for line 2B, and I'm dumping those single tiles there.
Call. South. Red. Joker swap.
That's
8
why
crack.
backups are so important.
East.
Jeez.
West. 2 crack. 4 dot. West.
I wish I had gotten all the jokers in the beginning, and I could have considered, well, I have no flowers.
North. 4 bam. 8 bam. 1 dot. Call. 5 bam.
All right, we're going to call that too.
Call.
Now we could
5
Mahj
dot.
on a joker,
6
a
bam.
7 crack, or a 9 crack 3 ways.
4 bam. 6 dot. 3 crack. South.
Or a joker exchange 4 ways.
9 bam. 5 dot. 8 dot. Joker swap. 1 crack. East. West.
There we go. Finally.
Mah Jongg.
Oh my goodness. Pulling teeth to get these freaking hands, huh? All right. Well, at least we got one mahjong, so I can rest in peace tonight. I could sleep good. All right, let's see. Winds and Dragons line 4 for Kurt. And very pretty hand was coming in. Annie was playing consecutive run line 3, and also beautiful. I had some good competition. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 line 2, 2 plus 6 plus 8, 2 plus 6 equals 8. Having a little struggle there. So Annie and I were neck and neck there. So all right, let's do, we got time.
First Charleston.
We got time. Oh, no jokers. Woohoo! How pretty is that? All right, let's look at our, some of these hands have looked like a repeat to me, but I swear I had that in one of the hands. So we've got 3, 6, 9. We've got evens, 2, 4, 6, 8s going on. As far as keeping anything for a run for this, not really anything that I could see that I want to keep an eye on, actually. So I think, let's see, if anything, I'll keep the red and I'll get rid of even though I hate to pass that. I really do. I'm going to pass this. And I was thinking of line 369. I mean, a lot of lines, but when I decided to keep that, I decided because of that. So now I have to decide between possibly 369 category or 2468. And I think my 369 is going to get my vote right now. So I'm going to do this. I do try to pass as benign a pass as possible, but it doesn't always happen. All right, now we've got another 3. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this right now. Shoot, now I get a 4, another 4. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. All right, well,
Second Charleston.
I am continuing. I'll try and keep that since I sent one out. Not that it's going to work. Oh, it came back again. Okay. Oh, no, there are 3. Whoa. 3, 4 BMs. I thought so. I didn't think it would come back that quickly. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 3 BM, 4 BM, 5 crack, 6 crack. I don't know. I'll do 2.
Courtesy pass.
3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. Do I need that for any reason? I mean, I could, but geez, all this 3, 6, and 9 stuff is so pretty as well. I suppose if I've kept that soap, I could have looked at the bottom concealed 369 ham, but a little too late for that, right? Ooh, I'm just going to do 2. Whoops.
1 crack.
All right. Let's just make
Green.
something happen here.
1 BAM.
And I will get out the tiles left after the Charleston first. That one's out already. Let's see, 6, 7. We'll do this one.
7 BAM. 4 BAM.
There's that other 4
5 BAM. 9 BAM. 2 dot.
So now I'm
5
looking
BAM.
at fresh tiles here. Oh, that could have gone out too.
Red. 6 BAM.
Hmm.
8 BAM. 7 BAM. Red. 1 dot.
I always, if I'm keeping an eye on 369, I will keep track of that singles and pairs if there's any slight
1
chance I
BAM.
can make it.
2
But
BAM. East. 3 dot.
too early. I ain't calling anything right now. Let me just say
7
that.
crack. 3 crack. 2 dot. 9 BAM.
That's why getting out those fresh tiles early
1
hurts
crack.
your
8
opponents.
crack.
Like my tiles are going out and I can't call them. That's the way it is most of the time.
7 BAM. 3 BAM.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick look at what's going on. So we've got line number 1 could be 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 crack, 9 crack. It could be. Line 2, 3 plus 6 equals 9. I'm missing the 9 dots. Line 3 with 6s and the red and 6 BAMs in the green, it could be. I think that would be a good possibility. Now, line number 4, no, I don't have a 3 and 9 of the same suit that works right now. May happen. Then there's that 3, 6, 9 pairs, the next one down, line 5. Not so good. I'm going to dump the fours and I'm going to stick with 369 right now and see how things come out.
4 bam. 1 bam. Flower. 1 dot.
Okay, so line 1A, 3669 is pretty nice right
4
there.
bam. East. Flower. North.
And now it's even Steven. So I could be doing 3669 and bams and cracks or dots and cracks. That really is the smartest thing for me to do. I am weak with the 6 bams and the green and the reds for that line 3. So I'm going to leave open this here and I'm going to start to dump my green and red. This way I have line 1 in 2 ways.
Green. Green. South. 3 crack. South. 7 dot. Call. 5 dot. Call. 2 crack. Call. Red.
Ooh, good activity going on here. Okay.
1 dot. 3 dot.
All right. So if I call that, I need that there. I could hold out because it is a pung position and just hang in a little bit, which is what I would tend to do at this point. So I'm going to hold on and not grab it right now. God, I hate that. Truthfully hate it. 1-3 bam is out as well. Shoot. Maybe I should call it. I'm almost thinking in this case I should. Well, let's do it and see what happens. I'm going to need some lucky picks right now. I'm going to do it.
Call.
And we've got 6s out already. 3669. Okay, 3669. Let me make sure.
6 bam. 6 crack.
Uh, we don't need it. We only need that's a pung position. Pong, pong, pong.
5 dot. West. 4 crack. 8 dot. 8 crack. West. 7 bam. West. 8 bam. 1 bam. 2 dot. 8 dot. 4 dot. Green.
Almost into the end game.
South.
33
South.
tiles will be
Mah
in.
Jongg.
Oh my God, that was so quick. Not really. Almost in the end game. 5779 self-picked. Annie picked that herself. I was coming in, but not quick enough. 2025 line 1 for Kurt, and he also was coming in, but not quite enough. We were about the same place. And then consecutive run line 5 for Amistad, and oh, he was really ready for Mahj as well. So that was really, really good competition. Okie dokie. Let's do another one. One more. One
First
more.
Charleston.
No jokers again. I've been all night. No jokers or 1 joker. All right. We've got a pair of 1s. A pair of 6s. They don't work together. Lovely. Let's start out with our 1s and see what we might think about doing. I have a little teeny bit of a mixed suit run right there. Woohoo! Not too thrilling. Like numbers with 1s going on. I have 369 stuff going on again. Anything for a run Any other runs? I've got a little bit of mixed suit run right there. 2, 3, 4, nothing. Mixed suit there. Gee, not a pretty choice, but I guess that's my choice. Who the heck knows what I'm gonna do? Not me. Let's see. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking the one dot. Gotta pass. Oh my goodness. Of course I was gonna get that one dot. Of course. Not that it was really gonna help me much with all these other tiles. I hate to be stuck in that 3, 6, 9 again. And I don't want to pass the other one dot. So, I mean, this is a blind pass. The greens, I don't know. What are we gonna do? I would have been happy to have that one dot, maybe. Oh my God, this is just, I gotta continue, obviously.
Second Charleston.
Now there's two bams, I think, 2 one dots out. These greens, what are they gonna do for me unless I were doing like numbers? And I think that ship has sailed. So I'm gonna break this up. Maybe singles and pairs, 3, 6, 9. Randy will be happy. Look at that. Somebody's going to have a lot of nice pairs in there.
Courtesy pass.
Now, like numbers with line 3, like numbers, line 3. If I get flowers, is really pretty right there. I've got the, look at that. So I'm going to do 1 because I know the computer will do 1 for me. I don't know if the 3 bam or 3 dot is really going to help me out at this point. Only way it would is 3, 6, 6, 9, pang kong, but probably not going to do me good. But they've been in my hand the whole time. And in that case, I don't like to pass brand new tiles at the
8
end of the
dot.
Charleston. That
West.
damn one dot. Okay, I'll take
1
one.
dot. East. 2 bam. 8 crack.
Well, those 9s are looking awful pretty, aren't they? Now, what is there something else other than like numbers that would work for me right now? 3, 6, 6, 9 would work. I don't think I guess either one of these can go. Unless I'm missing something, let me know. All right.
3 bam. 3 bam. 1 crack. East.
That's something, isn't it? 3, 6 dot, 6, 9 crack. Very pretty. Very pretty. Certainly safer than that bottom concealed hand. No 6 dots, but I'm pretending in my mind they're there. I don't think so. I can look at all of any like numbers. If I get another 9 crack in, I could look at line 2, maybe. We'll see. I guess I'm going to go get rid of the
3
3s.
dot. 9 bam.
Oh, there's one 9 bam.
1 dot. 9 bam.
There's another one. Yeah, I know, right? There's my mysterious 6 bam. 6 dot. 3, 6. I got rid of that 3. Look at that. Now I get that 6 dot. Oh my goodness. Not 2 9 bams went out. So I think that the any like numbers hand is kind of falling apart. I think what I'll do is I'll start dumping the dragons. I don't know. Or this. Or this. What are these dragons going to do for me now? Nothing. Not unless I get reds. And then I could do reds and greens. Maybe that's smarter. That's a pung. If that happened, no, because 2 9s went out. 2 9s went out. Can't do that. 2 9s went out. If I got soaps, I could do it with 9 dots. All right, let's see. Maybe we'll get soaps.
Green.
A
Soap.
mess. Oh, of
8 dot.
course. Now that is a pung, so who knows? Maybe I'll grab it. No, because I don't have any reds. Forget that.
1 dot.
Forget what I just said.
South. 5 bam. 1 crack. 2 bam. 5 crack. West. 8 bam. 4 dot.
It's going to be the death of me. That, by the way, the 3 6 9 hand was going to be dead with that 9 bam. And I had the joker, so it could happen, but I doubt it.
Green. 6 dot.
Like there's my 6 dot I would like in my hand.
5 dot. Red.
And the red too.
2 crack. 6 crack.
Hmm. Let's see. 3 6 9 and 3s or 9s. Every possible which way of stuff. 3s and 9s with 3 6 9 in the middle. First 6 crack. It is just really challenging to call that right now. I could. There's certainly, I'm going to wait.
South. 7 crack.
I may get forced
East.
into it.
5 dot. 8 bam. Soap. 2 crack. 4 bam. 8 crack. 2 bam. 7 crack. 8 bam. 6 crack.
This is what we're looking at. If I call that right now, I guess I'm going to do it. It's just sad. Very sad.
Call. Green. 9 bam. East.
The 9 bams were not in the cards.
3 crack.
That helps.
Green. 4 crack. West. 2 bam. 4 crack.
That's
4
gotta go
bam.
there.
9 dot. 1 bam. 1 crack. 7 bam. 6 dot.
There's the second one out. Oh, God.
8 bam.
Help me, Rhonda.
Red. 8 dot. 5 dot. 8 dot.
Okay. We need one more good pick to get that 6
9 dot.
dot.
2 crack. 6 bam. Call. 6 dot.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Joker
That's what
swap.
luck
4
of
dot.
the draw. And then
7
I don't
crack.
even get the Joker swaps. So,
5 crack. Mah Jongg.
and I gave it. I'm such a nice lady. All right. Well, I made one mahjong tonight. I just knocked over my modem. Sorry. One mahjong I made. Well, well, well. What do you know? All right. Let me stop sharing. That was, oh, let's look really quick and see what they were doing. Line 5, Winds and Dragons. So the north-south with the odds, and Kurt was 4 away from mahjong, and Amistad was playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive on line 4. That's not an easy hand, actually. Getting close. My hand would have been beautiful if I could have gotten 1 6 dot or one more joker. Well, all right, Debbie, stop pouting. Tough again, a tough evening. Very challenging hands. I think that is it. Then we're going to call it a night. And so I'm going to say thank you, everybody who is watching from YouTube. We have a very nice audience that comes in on Wednesday nights on YouTube, and I do appreciate it. And for anybody who is watching the replay and you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to the MahjCon YouTube channel. Click the bell so you get notifications when I go live, when I post new content. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment and all that. And so thank you for all for joining me tonight, Zoom and those watching from YouTube. It's been a lot of fun. Please come back next Wednesday. I'll be here. Thank you so much. Practice, 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 y'all. Be well. Good night.